Thank you for registering, campers. Come sit by the fire and await your counselors, Michelle and Samantha. Welcome to Camp Fear.
Welcome to Camp Fear, where we talk about horror movies that are streaming for free on sites like Momitu, Tubi, YouTube, all of them. Today we are talking about a 1980s classic called Without Warning, and it's available for free on YouTube, but you have to watch ads. So, no big deal.
Yeah.
And
if you watch on Tubi, it wouldn't,
Yeah, it would be the same thing. Yeah. So, as always, there will be spoilers. So, if you haven't watched the movie, you've had 45 years to do it. If you haven't watched the movie, go to YouTube, watch it, and then come back and join us.
A group of teenagers head out to the lake for a relaxing camping trip in the California mountains. Things go terribly wrong when they run into a towering extraterrestrial humanoid who throws deadly discs that suck the blood of their victims.
So like we said, this came out in the 1980s, so they had some pretty well-known 80s actors at the time in this movie, and I looked it up, and half the budget just went to those actors' salaries. I was like, oh, all right.
Makes sense.
Yes. So what did you like about the movie?
So I actually pretty enjoyed this one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the alien looked great.
Yes.
And I thought because you don't see him fully until like the end. I love when they do that. I feel like we don't do that enough anymore.
Yeah.
And that works so well for me personally as a viewer. I'm like, oh, I love the mystery. I don't want to be spoon-fed every single thing. And just when you see him in the bush and you're like, oh, what is that? But then you don't see him in his full glory until the end. And I think it's great. The little discs were creative and creepy as hell. I would not want one of those things attached to me.
Yes.
They were like bat lampreys.
I described them as potato pancakes with Twizzlers for legs.
I was wondering if they were like making some sort of reference to lady bits because of the hair.
Oh, yeah. There is
sucking life of there's definitely, because it came out in 1980, so like filmed in the 70s. And like
yeah, the practical effects is just pure 80s fabulousness.
Yes,
like
yeah. I would like watch a remake of this, like an updated version, but like keep it practical.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you're going to say I'm surprised they haven't done that yet, but I can definitely see the influence this movie, because like I thought of The Thing when they all get into the bar and they're like and Sarge says, well, they could take human shape, and I was like, when did The Thing come out? It was 2 years later. Now I don't know. The Thing was based off of a book in a previous 1930s movie, but it had like that vibe, and I was like, no one trusts each other. That's awesome. I thought that it was cheesy. It was really fun. I thought it was really well done for a simple movie. It was simple and well executed. And I don't think it was too long. Although we can get that into dislikes, but there's some parts that drug a little. But I think it was pretty succinct.
Yeah. For my likes, it keeps going back to using the practical effects, and I know using practical effects in the 80s wasn't like this new thing because it was all that they had.
Yeah.
Right?
So you had to get creative with it.
I loved the scene in the barn where Cindy and the boyfriend, her new boyfriend for the day, where they find all their friends. That just the makeup was really great. I loved seeing the underbelly of the little alien disc things, because it was like seeing the underbelly of a face hugger, you know. Or I just kind of wanted to pause it because I love science and anatomy, and I just wanted to like pause it and be like, oh, okay, and like look at all the detail that they put in it. I love the crazy townsperson trope who's actually correct about what's going on. I love that.
You always listen to the nutty local.
Yeah, that's true. It's one of those where like a broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Yes.
It's like,
you're like,
okay.
Should not have gone to the lake today. David Crusoe would still be alive.
I feel like I love that they showed us that these were active in day and night. So it wasn't just like, oh, it's a nocturnal danger. Like, no, you are screwed 24/7.
Yep. Always an ever-present danger.
I felt like the main alien guy, I feel like Mars Attacks kind of took reference for their alien design from
I didn't
this
think of
guy.
that, but now that you say it, I can see it.
It's like this one is like a more serious version of what Mars Attacks was going for.
Yeah.
So I have no idea if they drew inspiration from this movie, but
he was like the classic gray alien.
With the big head,
the big head and everything. But the mask was just so good. Like watching a lot of I've seen like every season of Face Off, so I'm an expert, obviously. But like just the proportions were so good. It was the same on both sides. It was symmetrical. It was super smooth. Just very well done.
Very well done. What were your dislikes?
Let's see. Dislikes was the, misogyny. When homeboy brings in the girl and he's like, I think this belongs to you. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
I was like, come on now. Yeah, that was kind of, it can sometimes be difficult to watch, like Sarge obviously has PTSD. I'm a veteran, so sometimes it hits me a little hard when I see stuff like that.
About that, but
so I'm like, oh, he obviously needed help, and especially at that time, it's hard to get. So my personal PSA: it's not weakness to go get help. Please go get help if you need it. But like to sort of like see that, just it always makes me a little uncomfy just because it hits me in like an emotional part, no matter what era of movie it came from.
I agree with your misogyny comment, and will raise you the toxic masculinity father-son relationship.
Yes.
At the very beginning, the son is trying to have a heart-to-heart with his dad, and his dad is like, quit your yapping, you sissy, and hold this gun, be a man. And so, just that. And that's very 80s. It flowed into the 90s, and I think now that we're in the 2000s, we're starting to have emotional dialogue between two men that doesn't necessarily have to make them sissies or anything like that.
Yeah, and that's such a good check. Let's keep going with that. I had a dad that was like that. It was just very like, stop being a wimp.
There was the catapulting cat trope, the jump scare.
I was like, run, kitty, run.
So of course they hear a strange noise and they go to investigate, and while they're investigating it, all of a sudden this cat just catapults out of nowhere. And that's their cheap jump scare. And I understand, like, this is from the 80s, so it's scenes like this that created that trope and that jump scare. So I can't fault it too much for being the originator of it. I thought that the lead female character, I guess she was supposed to be considered a final girl, but not in the final girl way that we are used to now. She didn't fight back. All she did was scream and run and wait for a man to save her.
She did a lot of, the fainting couch type stereotype. And I was like, okay.
Always asking for her boyfriend, like she hears a thud or something and she calls his name and he has to come to the rescue. It's very much in the vein of how Laurie Strode is in Halloween 78. I know people love her as a final girl, and there's the argument, like, is she a true final girl? Because, like, does she ever really fight in that movie?
I mean, she stabbed him in the eye with
she does. Okay, yeah, she does do that, which is more than what this girl did.
That's true. Yes,
in the 80s. I am not a Laurie Strode diehard by any means. I am Nancy Thompson.
Oh yeah,
I will take that. That's the hill I will die on every single time. But yeah, so I guess this girl was lesser than Laurie Strode because Laurie Strode did at least attack once.
I was super confused when she hits the plunger for the thing, and then she suddenly knew what she needed to do to fix it. I was like, why would you? I don't know how you would do that, but this is her only fight back, and he had to scream and beg for her to do it before she did it. She's like, I'm a pacifist. Good for you. This is survival for your life. Suck it up.
Right. Like, I am anti-gun until
right.
I need one.
Listen, proper training
Yeah.
equals safety for yourself and others.
This is survival. I like that. I agree with you that the ending in certain scenes did kind of drag a bit.
The going back and forth between the Sugar Shack and like they've went back to it like 3 times. I mean, we could have cut at least one of them out. That would have been great. And then there's because like I love that they. One good thing in like the survival vein is like they cut and run. They're like, we're not going to stick around. They got out of there. And then when like Greg's being attacked, Sandy's like, I'm out of here. Like she runs away. I'm like, I love that they were so willing to leave each other.
Which, I mean, I like my friends and all, but
but you know, if I need to take out your kneecaps so the zombies get you instead of me, I'm going to do that.
Yeah. I was raised, you don't have to be the fastest runner. You just don't.
You just can't be the slowest. Just be faster than your friend.
Just be faster than at least one person.
Yes, that's all you need to do. And we saw that play out in Walking Dead
quite a few times. I love that show.
My other dislike is and this is another area that drug a bit for me, was when they're in the cabin. And then I think it's the second time Sandy woke up and was scared. Then they're looking through the apartment or through the cabin. And he went to make a pot of coffee. He turned off the water. Oh, I thought I turned that water off. And then they're like, oh, silly me. And then they go to the closet. I thought I turned that light off. I'm like, you did. Come on. Brains. And that drove me nuts.
Yes. These are Blue's Clues, okay?
Do you have your notebook?
Because we're really smart. How many toasty marshmallows do you give this?
You know what? I give this like the highest of 2 out of 5 toasty marshmallows.
Okay.
I really did like this. You know what? No, I'm like 2.5, but since I'm gonna round up to a 3.
Okay.
Solid movie. Clearly 1980. A lot of great actors that were coming up in this time. Great use of lighting, which I didn't mention before. Great use of lighting in this movie. I thought it was really well done. Solid, simple story. I really liked it.
Yeah. I really liked it as well. I was always a 3 out of 5 stars because I was going to say, this is the first time you and I haven't had the same amount of marshmallows on a movie. But since you're rounding up.
I'm rounding up to the 3.
So we're both 3 out of 5. And yeah, I really liked it as well for everything that you said. It is a solid story. It's what a horror movie is supposed to be, especially for the 80s. There's no nudity, no unnecessary like sex scenes. I don't even think there are. Well, there's like kissing a little bit. Yeah.
And they didn't show her boobs in the shack.
Oh, right.
She was topless, and I was waiting for like when the guy got in, I was waiting for the pan down. I was like, here we go. And they didn't do it. And I was very pleased.
Yeah. Because if you have a good horror movie, you don't need boobs.
Nope.
And I know 90% of men are going to disagree with me. But I promise you, if it's a good story, you don't need boobs. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time.